A lot of singing practice and a lot of what happens in vocal coaching fits the cliched definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Most of us have had the experience of realizing that for the past few hours, or a few weeks, or a few months, or years even, we've done the same thing the same way over and over again and expected different results. New School Singing tries to solve this problem by using a core concept called switching. Switching is a way to help you avoid going in circles by already having a plan in place for when you get stuck in a loop. In the last lesson, I gave 3 possible options for switching. They were position, motion, and attitude. By having your technique divided into these 3 categories, you have them organized in a way that allows you to shift your attention from one to the other once you get stuck in a loop. It enables you to do some switching. Now, if you were playing an instrument, that might be enough. But when it comes to singing, your overall development is as important as your technical development. That's because you don't have an instrument. It's just you. Whether you've given it much thought or not, you do have a plan for how you're going to take care of yourself as a singer, because you know that it's going to be just you making that sound. It's just as easy to get stuck in a loop when it comes to your overall development as it is when it comes to going into a room and working on your technical development. So why not make a plan ahead of time and start switching before you get stuck in a loop?
Guaranteed way to overthink today is not to think enough last week.
What happened?
All of these things need to be thought about at some point. So we're going to switch from position to motion to attitude. And we're not going to worry about which one is the best. We need all 3. And since you can't do it all at once, make a plan for doing them one at a time. That's switching. Now, on top of position, motion, and attitude, 3 sort of bigger categories you can think about. Intellectual development, your physical development, and your heart, your emotional development. I like to say knowledge, ability. What you can do is based on what's physically available to you and what you've actually taught your body to do. That's your ability. And then your heart. I mean, you can't be a purely intellectual singer with no body. And you can't be a purely physical singer with no mind.
Oh, I'm a failure because I haven't got a brain.
Body what to do. And you can't be a purely physical and intellectual singer without the heart to actually get out there and fight for yourself and what you're doing. And the courage to stand up in front of people and actually deliver something like what you know you can do when you're all by yourself in a room. Because when you get up on stage and you don't have the emotional maturity to stand in front of all these people and deliver, then it doesn't matter what you know. It doesn't matter what you can do. You're not doing it right now, and you're probably not even knowing it right now. And you may not even realize what's going on, and next thing you know, you're blaming everybody else for your own failures.
Pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody.
That's not helpful.
You're better than that.
So instead of getting stuck and getting frustrated, we're going to switch. We're going to go from physical to intellectual to emotional development by pursuing disciplines that force us to grow in each of these domains. And then we're going to apply those gains to our singing. That means if you expect to become as good a singer as you can be, you can't just sing. You need to do more to look after yourself. You need a plan that provides you with physical, intellectual, and emotional development. It might not always be obvious why high notes and golf swings might have something in common, or how weightlifting might help you on the stage, or even how martial arts training might help you with stage fright and your emotional development. But these things tend to pop up as long as you're switching and dedicating your time to enough of them, but not doing so many of them that you're not growing at all. If you expect to have to change your approach all the time, you're not going to be upset when it happens. You're going to know what to do. You're going to have practiced how to switch. That's New School Singing.